Hello and welcome. Today I have a guest on my channel, which is BMW 7 Series. To be sure, it's 750Li F02. We're going to talk about that in a second, but the particular model is extremely rare as it have pretty much every single option that BMW would offer back in 2013. And yes, this car from 2013, it's been manufactured September of 2012, but this car came from Copart. And in that instance, the car doesn't look that good as you would probably imagine the 7 Series, luxury, ultimate driving capabilities, four-wheel steering, which it still does that. It doesn't have check engine light. It doesn't have any lights on the dash except the low tire pressure. But it had a lot of damage. As for example, that quarter panel right there. The particular car came from the Copart, so it's not in the best state to do the review in terms of how great everything is, but rather I want to talk to you why I wouldn't ever buy the BMW 7 Series. I don't want to say ever because, it's just inappropriate. So again, why I wanted to review it? Because it has insane amount of packages. By insane amount, I'm referring to every single package that BMW offered for 7 Series back in 2013. Before that, let's talk about history of the car and general information, specs, and what do we have under the hood. After that, we're gonna get inside of the interior, check outside of the car, see the condition, and eventually, we'll do the verdict and gonna tell you why you shouldn't own one or why you should. Although it's extremely luxurious, but there are a few reasons that I wouldn't want it to buy one. The 2013 model refers to the 5th generation of BMW 7 Series. The manufacturer date was from 2008 all the way to 2015. The particular model got the facelift and it's a long wheelbase version. As we talk about it, there was F02 and shorter wheelbase, it's a F01. Both of those models refer to F01, or basically general public will call them F01. The most interesting features of the particular generation, it's a hybrid drivetrain which was available with rear wheels, got a little bit of steering, as well as 8-speed automatic transmission and V8 and a V12 turbocharged engine. Something interesting to mention that there was 2 other models that the BMW was offering to the public. F03, which is the armored vehicle that has extreme protection and armored doors, windows, and so on and so on. And the F04, which is the hybrid, had the electric engine or the motor, and had the regular gasoline or the petrol engine. So let's get down to the point of how much this car costs and what is so interesting about the particular piece of tech. And back in 2013, MSRP for this car was $90,000. The particular model is $135,000. As you can probably see, there is no M badge or it doesn't have M packet, but that's where come to play the BMW Individual. The BMW Individual is a unique division of BMW M that focus on creating special and bespoke BMW vehicle. Not limited to just BMW M models, BMW Individual offers unique paint finishes on almost any new BMW. Basically, that means the M division was involved to create it. So BMW Individual, it's the same M division, and they was creating it. The package includes 18-inch V-spoke light alloy wheels, leather finished everywhere, the actual real leather, BMW Individual door seal finishers, BMW Individual composition, Alcantara headliner in upholster color, BMW Individual rear badge. And this is not the only package that this car offers. Let's continue and name every single package that this car have. The next one is the cold weather package, which include a ski bag opening in the trunk to the interior, heated steering wheel, and a heated rear seats. Because this is the 7 Series, that's why it has the heated rear seats as well. The next one is drive assist package, active blind spot detection, line departure warning, collision migration, side top view camera, speed limit info, and other few cool features. Lightning package include the full LED lights and automatic high beams, rear entertainment package, which is the 6-disc CD changer, rear seats entertainment professional, includes iDrive control and the back seats, which is pretty cool, to be honest. And in terms of luxury, we're gonna go over about it in a second. Meanwhile, let's continue with packages. Another cool one is luxury rear seating package, which costs $3,700, but it's interesting. So it's include active rear ventilation seats, rear comfort seats, and massaging rear seats. Then the next one is executive package, which is named very executive, I guess. It has the power rear manual slider window shades, power rear sunshades, front ventilation seats, instrument panel leather finishing, heads-up display, BMW apps. The BMW apps is pretty cool feature that allow you to install some of the apps that can connect with, for example, like Google Apps or connectivity of your phone and some other cool things. But yeah, that's kind of cool thing back in 2013, but right now we have CarPlay and some other advanced technologies that replace that whatever. The night vision with person recognition, parking distance control, adaptive LED headlight, LED fog lamps, high beam assistance, line change warning, anti-glare high beam assistance, driver assistance plus, surround view, parking assistance, which is going to help you with parallel parking, dynamic drive, sport leather steering wheel, automatic trunk lead mechanism, soft closing automatic doors, reversing camera, hot climate version, dummy salapa, which is nobody know what is that. Then we have stop and go option and a few other one, but for that is like most of the BMWs already had them. So let's talk about engine next, and then we'll jump inside of the car and then look the exterior as well. And yes, this is the N63 engine, twin turbo V8. It also called Hot V for the reason of BMW baked both turbos right in that V in the jam. So it's extremely hot. And being that hot, it still produced 445 horsepower with 480 foot-pound of torque, which is pretty insane power. N63 production starts back in 2008, and it's still getting on the market in different cars. Also, it's been installed in Land Rover and in some other BMWs as F10 5 Series, G11 7 Series, G16 8 Series, and G30 5 Series. Worth to mention that the BMW had the S version of this engine, which was installed in X6M, X5M, and some other cars. In terms of reliability, this engine is not reliable. By RepairPal website, they rated as 2 out of 5, which is not good. On average, luxury cars have closer to 3, but in this instance, it's lower than that. And the most common issues of this engine, the N63 engine, is excess oil consumption. BMW stated 1 quart per 1,000 miles, which is normal, but usually those engines consume more than that. The second one, it's a fuel injector or the direct injection. Yes, this engine used direct injector, same as N54 or some other more advanced engines. Good performance, but pretty short lifespan. The third one is the steam valves. They start leaking the oil, and that's where the oil consumption comes to play. This engine burns a lot of oil. Fourth is the timing chain failure. Lately, BMW engines start getting more and more in terms of this problem. Previously, I didn't really hear a lot in terms of the chain itself, and usually if engine have chain, it's a lifetime or at least 200,000 miles. In a particular case, it's 100,000, 150,000 miles, depends on how good you were, or in terms of the maintenance, or how often you were changing the oil, and some other things. But this is the huge topic in terms of what can go wrong with this engine, and reliability rating is another point for this one. And the last one is fast battery drain, which is kind of weird because it shouldn't be related to the engine, but unfortunately it is. And the 7 Series, especially 7 Series, was built the way that it consumed battery power more than any other BMW, for the reason of they have so much tech packed in those cars that is insane. BMW claimed that they did improve the fuel consumption for the 750 series or the V8 and the V12 engines by using the battery, which is the topic on the screen, so you can read about it in more details. But this is pretty insane. Like, would you care about fuel consumption or extra 2 miles per gallon if you already own 750 like V8? You're already expecting to spend so much money for gas, or V12, like, whatever. Anyway, this is sort of the topic, or of the topic, but it's kind of interesting how this car was produced and what was the process of and what was the idea behind those ideas, you know? It just insanely stupid. Okay, and as I stated, why I don't want to own one of those cars. First of all, it's luxury. Like, it has so many settings for getting your ass, into the seats and feel it super comfy. But something is missing as just driving capability. Like, I feel comfortable. I have no problems to driving this car. But on the other hand, it's so huge. It's like a boat, and you're driving it, and you know, it doesn't have that same excitement as you driving the 3 Series, for example. And yes, I understand you cannot compare the 3 Series to the 7 Series. Totally different cars, totally different equipment and technologies, and so on and so on. But for me personally, if I wanted to drive the sedan or the coupe, and this is the sedan, obviously, but it doesn't have the same atmosphere as you sat in the car, and you have powerful engine under the hood, you have comfortable and really nice interior, exterior, but at the end of the day, you just want to have something more sportier, something more stiff, something more that could hold the edge. And this car, even in the Sport Plus, it still feels mellow. Not like mellow. It steers insanely good for the size and for the weight it carries. And power, it's great. It's like almost 450 horsepower, which is huge. But the thing I'm trying to say that this car is missing that sweet spot for the person who want to drive luxury car and have something sort of sporty-ish, like, if you know what I'm saying. So this car offers pretty much everything that you need. Insanely nice interior, luxurious materials like real wood, real leather, ventilated seats, massage, tech that this car packed and that offers, like night vision, which is wow, it's worked great. It's definitely makes your life safer in some point and safer for your car. Heads-up display, advanced multimedia, radar, line departure, cruise control, parking assist, and Bang Olufsen audio. I have no idea how to spell it or read it, but the audio in this car is insanely good. Like, bass is powerful, mid-tones, low tones, high tones, it's just perfect. $4,000 option for it, and it worth it. It's stylish to the point of, yes, it is cost $100,000, but in my case, this reason is pretty useless, because this car made not for the driver, but for the passenger. Soft closing, light, mirror, multimedia, all of the controls, massage, like dual climate control at the back, and it's there. I mean, memory seats, luxurious seats. You have so much room, leg space. Just, that's what I need. Like, or if I would own this car, that's where I'm going to be. Just offers you so much more than just a regular car. I want to be passenger in this car. And the way those seats is like hugging me is not the same as the front seats. The front seats is like, it's totally different. They just really nice and really good seats with the good materials, nice soft leather, Alcantara headliner, and basically leather everywhere in this car because of the individual package, because some other packages, and this build the car. This is built as luxurious. I don't know if I would feel the same if I wouldn't have like different options or the packages, for example, that luxury rear seats and massage, ventilated seats, controls, multimedia, because all of that makes the surrounding more or less useful to want it to be here at the back, especially at the back seats. Because the front seats is for a driver, and I can get the same but better experience with the 5 Series, for example, because 5 Series would still get you the same excitement as the 3 Series would give you. Definitely the 3 Series much sportier, but still 5 Series and 7 Series, totally different animals, and you cannot even compare a 3 Series to the 7 Series because there's like too many steps in between. X5, it's an SUV, it's a utility vehicle. It's not the same, even though it could be luxury. It could cost $80,000 to $100,000, but it's not the same. It's still made for the driver. It's still made for that useful car. Like you have bigger car, you have huge trunk. It's really easy or really nice to own one. For the 7 Series, you literally buying this car to have your ass here, not there. I know that I'm going too personal with this car as I don't have kids or family, and I still have that idea that a faster car is better while compromising comfort. So with that, a few words for those who have family and kids. That this car is perfect for you, but it's not perfect for me, although I still think that it's perfect, which is controversial. In conclusion, this is the excellent car to own. Whether you drive it yourself, whether you have person who gonna be steering this kind of a boat, even though I call it a boat, which is big and mellow, sort of, but it still have capabilities of driving aggressively, and it can handle it. Steering is exceptional. The 4-wheel steering is insanely good, which helps a lot. As for multimedia and packages or what this car offers, it's blown my mind. I am in love with the tech this car offers, and that would be my main point in terms of buying a similar car, because of tech, because of the stuff it can do, and connectivity and multimedia, audio quality. Everything that about the tech inside of this car is really like on a top level. Although I'm the wrong person for this car because I love driving, I love steering, I love doing the twisties, and this is not exactly the best car for that, but it still can do it. So don't get me wrong, it's my personal opinion that you have to have a chauffeur, driver, whatever, the person who's going to be steering that car for you, and you're going to be relaxing and sitting at the back drinking champagne with your girl and, you know, just enjoying the life or going to the business meeting. That's what this car about, and that's what it looked like. But like I said, I definitely would continue with BMW, and I love the BMWs, even though it's a 7 Series. Still probably drive it because it's a BMW. But the next Beamer probably going to be 3 or 5 Series or 4 Series or 6 Series or 7 Series.